Cape Coral, Florida, December 2019. A peaceful couple were going about their day in their Christmas decorated house after a FaceTime call with their son. Suddenly, their Ring security camera started making a loud siren.
What's going on, my main man Shaq? It's your boy Chance on Nulled. Welcome to the NulledCast.
The man looked confused as he tried to find the source of the audio, only to realize it was coming from the security camera. Apparently, their Ring account had been hacked.
Can you bring like a web browser up on your phone and then type in the website that I tell you?
No.
Why? I'll leave you and your family alone.
The hacker proceeded to harass the husband with racial slurs and asked him to open a specific website on his phone to stop the harassment. The website was called Nulled.to. Expect the unexpected. This is the motto of Nulled.to, which is the name behind one of the largest cybercriminal operations in the history of the internet. Hacking, scamming, fraud, and many other illicit activities are happening here. Thousands of transactions are made daily, with millions of dollars in revenue for both the users and the website. Personal information, emails, passwords, and dates of birth are leaked on the website. If you search for long enough, you'll find your own personal data here. It's the Wall Street of cybercrimes. 5 million members are gathered here for one reason: to make fast money in whatever way they can. This is a real-world video game, and there are levels to it, and I'll picture you, the viewer, as the player here. Level 1. Humble Beginnings. After signing up on Nulled, you start your journey in the forum by exploring it and finding out how it works. You look around the different sections and pages, and then you try to learn as much as possible about the field. Then, you start to get involved by doing the easiest form of hacking, or the so-called cracking, which means using several tools in order to illegitimately gain access to other people's online service accounts, most notably Netflix, Spotify, VPN, and Korn, to then sell them to other forum users for very cheap prices just to get started. Level 2. One step in. You've made your first hundreds of dollars, and you've started making friends and connections. Your account is upgraded and has more reputation than a newcomer. You're no longer here for crumbs. You want real money. You can either turn your small account business into an automated shop and pay for premium services to handle more orders, or you can start looking for what buyers want. Find your own exploiter method to get that product for free and then resell it to those buyers. At this stage, you might also find threads of users selling real electronics and apparel for cheap. This makes you curious to know how they got them and why they're selling them for that price. And you find out that they're performing refunding or social engineering, which most people call fraud. And those are a bunch of methods that hackers use to trick large companies such as Amazon to get free merchandise. This is where a majority of the users reach a plateau. Level 3. Advanced. It's a little too late to look back now. You have a solid reputation on the forum, making at least $10,000 a month with your established shop or service, selling to your solid customer base who will trust you and buy anything you sell to them. At this stage, many users start to indulge in refunding and social engineering because it's the pirate's treasure, and they turn it into a business which generates them at least $200 per order they get, with almost 100% profit margins. And finally, level 4. Top of the game. God. You are in the exclusive whale class of cybercriminals, no longer classified with the lower class of users, because you're now a sophisticated businessman with a fancy tailored Italian suit and the Rolex. You're one of the whales making anywhere from $50,000 to $1 million per month with their operation, with some making even more than that, and you get to keep 100% of it because you're not going to pay any cent in taxes. Amongst those whales are major refunding service owners, those who run account and service shops at a very large scale of at least 1,000 orders a day, and the forum owner himself. But wait, how does the forum itself make money? To simplify this, they have two major sources of revenue. The first one is upgrades. Most users will upgrade their account at a certain point in their journey to unlock the delicious perks and benefits of the upgrade, netting the forum an average of $100 per user. The forum also sells very unique upgrades or so-called special user groups for at least $20,000 per user group. Their second major source of revenue is advertising. The forum sells advertising spots on the front page and charges users $70 to $300 per week to boost their marketplace posts. And they also run two external businesses, Choppy.gg, which is their own e-commerce platform, and rdp.sh, a server hosting provider. In the end of 2019, a bunch of the forum users created a Discord server for fun, where they have a weekly call and just chat as friends. The server was named the NulledCast. In one of their weekly calls in December 2019, the host of the server, who goes by the alias of Chance, found out that he could access a Ring security camera just using the owner's account details, while also figuring out that most of their accounts don't have two-factor authentication. So he went ahead and cracked a few Ring accounts, shared his screen on the Discord call, and entered one of them.
Hello, my main man Shaq. It's your boy Chance on Nulled. Welcome to the NulledCast.
This incident got the forum Nulled on the news. Chance got so scared that he removed the Discord server and his Nulled account. Everyone else thought that the forum was going to be seized, and that this was going to be the end of it all. The Ring incident going on the news ended up getting lots of new traffic towards the forum, and the previous users who left also returned after hearing about the forum again in the news. This, coupled with the COVID lockdown in 2020, led the forum to having its biggest growth spurt in user activity. The illicit businesses were booming, lots of customers, lots of transactions, lots of money. Towards the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021, cryptocurrency experienced its largest bull market up to date, with Bitcoin reaching an all-time high of $61,000. Because the forum users mainly used cryptocurrency for transactions, without caring much about cashing it out or trading for fiat, they ended up making tens if not hundreds of millions of dollars from the crypto bull run. It was complete insanity. However, anything that goes up must eventually come down. After Bitcoin reached its second all-time high of $64,000, crypto went into a severe bear run, causing massive losses to anyone who was still holding it. So the forum users' businesses declined in sales as well. That, coupled with a lockdown lift, when many users left the forum and returned to their normal life, led the forum towards a never-ending decline in user count and activity. The big whales of the forum have already made massive life-changing money and left to reinvest that money into real legal businesses. The majority of users that remained are those whose main income source is their illicit service on the forum, because they would refuse to give up the easy money and actually go work a 9 to 5. Fast forward to today. The forum is still up. There are still thousands of daily active users, hundreds of posts being made daily. However, it seems like a sinking ship when compared to its peak at 2021.